I'm testing my audio. Hey guys. Hey TMZ. Hey Strictly Platinum. Hey Chakra King. I'm checking on my audio because of late my audio has been kicking my ASS. So let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if my audio is okay, please, and thank you. I'll wait for you to let me know. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, guys. And I know it has nothing to do with my headphones. It has no. I think it's my laptop that's the problem. There's nothing else. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here. Hey everybody, coming in. And hey to those up there in the clouds. Hey to everyone. Listen, I've been in and out of a few lives. Should I say today? Well, yesterday, because we're in Friday right now. And not that I didn't know before, but it just solidifies what I've always been thinking. There are quite a number of people who get on this app right here, and they are crazy than cat piss, crazier than. There are actually some really, really sick people on here. Trust and believe. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I know the whole, story behind what's going on with the celebrity pig over there because I am not subscribed to her. You know, um, there's just some people I don't watch. So I'll find out about stuff that, is going on there over there by either people who type in the chats, that I frequent, or the community walls because they do pop. Thank God for those people who give commentary and stuff because I wouldn't know half of the stuff that happened. Um, because while picking coconuts, I can't always listen in, so I do miss a few stuff from time to time. But I've really realized that a lot of people on here have mental issues that they need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like the the what I think is happening right now. There is an individual who I refer to as a celebrity pig. Apparently, she makes herself a victim with her famous line that's of "Leave me alone, leave me alone." She does that so she can use it as this, guise for going to dox people or getting people's info to use in a malicious way and stuff. Now we know about the whole story about Peeper of Games and was it Candy, I think, that they sometimes do the commentary on, they call it the game commentary on some of the people on here, and they give them player one, two, three, four. You know the drift. We may not all watch the commentary and stuff, but it's their method of commenting on stuff that they see here in the sector, in the YouTube sector. Well, the beef sector, sorry. And apparently, before all this, it was never an issue. And some people love the idea that they were being used in a game. And, there are some people who love being talked about. Okay. However, you got some people, if stuff don't go in their favor, the commentary doesn't go in their favor, they get upset so easily. Leave me alone, right? Right. Yeah, but there are some people who are ultra sensitive and they don't like to be viewed in a certain type of manner by their whether it's their ops or their subscribers or whatever. They don't like to feel like people are putting them down. They can't handle people commenting on them. That's what I noticed, right? So anywho, I understand the whole idea of, people being upset for people who use their intellectual property and stuff. I get that. I understand that whole thing. If you are upset as a content creator or as a YouTuber about somebody using your content, YouTube has put different, guidelines out there or different ways for you to deal with such an issue. So in the case of that, you know what to do. You can report the video and you know what steps to take. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to go ahead and read some of the stuff and figure out what to do. Okay, TMZ, I said the same thing to myself today. I'm like, you don't like this numbers game. At the same time, you used to do the list. You remember that list she used to do over there by Brianna, and how she used to change some of the stuff that people sent in, and of course she wanted stuff to be in her favor at all time because it was okay for her then because she could manipulate the responses, right? No, now people are doing their own commentary in their own sector. You go over there listening to it and you get upset. If you're getting upset about stuff people say, get off of there. Stop watching. Stop listening. You put yourself in the position. I don't get it. And these people who talk about people harassing them and all of that shit, when you're the one going over there, you can choose not to hear what somebody is saying. You do know that, right? How can somebody harass you if they're not necessarily calling you, they ain't visiting your channel and clicking your links and all of that shit? Oh no. My laptop fell a while ago and I think it's broken. Oh no. So much for that protective case. Anywho, you do have an option to not be subscribed to them. You do have an option to not go and watch. But you're going to go over there in their clouds watching and listening and then say people are harassing you. That's the dumbest shit. You cannot control yourself long enough. You don't know how to practice self control. And that is why everything that person says or does affects you. Okay, this person, since she came on the scene, has been acting like a celebrity, like she's above everyone on here. But we're all over here at the bottom of the YouTube sea, like I like to say. And if you are such a person that you think you're better than, why do you mingle? Why do you come mingle with us down here? Go find sectors where there are lawyers who do commentary and have their own, channels and stuff. Go rub shoulders with those people. You don't need to be down here at the bottom of the YouTube sea with us. Come on, you're a celebrity. Do what celebrities do. Climb up, go further. Don't stick with us down here. Are you doing it because you want to like say you're better than? At the end of the day, you're still down here in the mud, and that is why you're a celebrity pig. Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, YouTube cameras. Hey, hey. I think this is Young MIA that changes their name a couple times. I think. Good morning, everyone coming in. Yeah. So, from what I get from the little that I hear on the streets, People of Games used her content for commentary purposes, right? She went ahead and reported the video. Fine. And of course, I don't know if somebody, I don't know if it's the case that if somebody reports you and you dispute the report, that YouTube allows the person who's the content holder to get access to their information. No, I'm not even going to go through all of that. The point I'm trying to make is you flagged or reported somebody for using your content. Fine, you got their information. Because, of course, it's a legal thing at the end of the day. But guess what? You did not need to then use the information you got about the person to go out and try to find their criminal history. You went to do whole background checks and stuff. You didn't go and get that the you got the person's info from YouTube, and instead of you whether reaching out to the person, whether it's through your lawyer or whatever, to get them to cease and desist or to remove that from their page or whatever other legal things need to be done, you took it upon yourself to go and find out about their criminal history. That goes to show your mindset. That goes to show where your mind is. I tell you, you're in the gutter, and you decided to come on here and quote unquote expose the person for being a, you know what, you guys hear about it or may have watched it because I ain't going over there, but I'm just saying, it just goes to show your mentality. Instead of dealing with the person using your content and taking it from that angle, you decided to go and try to find the person's name. I mean, their history. Now, why is a criminal looking up another so-called criminal? That's what I want to know. Why is a criminal trying to make herself look less criminal than another criminal? That's what I want to know. Fuck you mean? You out here looking at people's info to expose them because you think it's gonna be juicy content. Come on. It didn't mean for you to go to try and dox that person. And the funny thing is I went over there by Hennywise this afternoon. And Hennywise, hey Indigo, and Hennywise has a video. And of course you could see Hennywise went back in our archives and found an actual pic of the peeper. Okay. So all that energy you used to try to dox that man, you may, well, I'm 99% sure that that's the wrong person. Because I've also heard people saying from his sector that, listen, they've seen him cam up before. And I think she knew that there was a high possibility that she got the wrong info. And that is why she kept saying, you know, if he did it, he's wrong. If not, whatever crap she said, whatever. Fuck that shit. I'm just saying, you're such a malicious person. You have issues and you're masking it and making it seem as if you're better than people over here. You are in the mud like everybody else. You use that info to try to dox the person instead of trying to stick to what you originally flagged or reported that person for. It's for using your content. But guess what? No, you wanted to come on here with a bang. You wanted some numbers. You wanted to show how bad ass you were on here. That's what you wanted to do. Okay. So go over there by Pennywise, you'll see. And then the second thing, because I got up like maybe an hour ago, I saw YouTube cameras was live. Listen, I went over there. I saw ZX over there. I don't know if he's still alive, but ZX is over there. He actually called the person that Kimmy doxed. Listen, I got like 5 minutes of it. You know, I don't stay long over there. He called the person that Kimmy has doxed to let him know that she has his info out here online and that she's talking about him and using his pictures and everything. Ken, you coming up here to defend the Kim? Let me drop the link. Ken asked for the link. So I went over there by ZX and I don't know, but the person responded. He was on live calling that guy. Okay. Yeah, YouTube cameras, right. I've heard more than one people in the black sector said they've seen him cam up before, and the black sector said it's not him. So I think she kind of realized it's a high possibility that it's the wrong person. I think people of game probably trolling too. Young am I? Listen, go over there by ZX. And the sound of that person's voice is nothing compared to the sound of Peeper's voice. You hear me? I dropped the link, Ken. Where is Ken? Ken asked for the link. I hope that's Ken for real though. There goes the link. Yeah. And if you heard the person's voice, I don't know how the hell ZX went over there and got that man's, telephone number and everything, but they do what they do behind the scenes, I guess. Look at that. Kantasi says we've seen him plenty of times. You see what I'm saying? Young am I say we don't know about the whole Takashi. Takashi is a attention seeker. I don't even feel bad for him at this point because he does some crazy stuff. Who is it? Oh, it's him. Okay, where is Ken? Right, YouTube cameras. So we heard that, and nobody owes anybody anything to go on and he better come on camera to show it's not him. Oh girl, he doesn't need to do shit. You're upset he used your content. You're upset that He doesn't, the commentary isn't always in your favor. I get it for reporting people for using your content. I get that. It's your intellectual property. It is your material. Even though you do have, instances where you can do commentary on other people's videos. It's out there. It can be done. YouTube gives you the ability to use other people's content, but you got to make sure you read those guidelines because it could be for commentary purposes, educational purposes, and so on. Go read your guidelines. Everything is there. Y'all got to just read it. Okay. Right, Indigo, I wouldn't come on here. He Peeper does not have to come on and show a thing. And you know what, it could be a troll move for real. He could have just used that person's name. And there goes that one running with that shit. I'm telling you, these people, I don't know if Ken is in the back. Let me look. I guess he changed his mind. Ken, my channel is open to people whether or not they agree with me. You know that, and that's for everybody. Like I've said before, my channel is open. It's been open, and if people don't have the same um thoughts, ideas, their points are not the same as mine, it's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't want nobody on here kissing my ass like some celebrities on here in the beef sector. No, no, nobody needs to agree with me. If your views and opinions are different from mine, it's okay. It's always been that way on here. We're all different people. We don't have to share the same views. But I'm just saying, so far, ZX has contacted the person who she doxed, who she exposed, and Pennywise has shown her clip. If you read between the lines with that video that Pennywise posted, as well as we've always heard people in his sector saying they've seen him on cam before, so they already knew that that wasn't him that she quote unquote exposed. Hold on. Exactly, Indigo. He signed up to YouTube and agreed to the guidelines. He didn't agree for his information to be doxxed. He used the information in a malicious way. Why did she come on here exposing, in quote unquote, exposing somebody? Use the info YouTube gave you to deal with the person who used your content. That's what you're supposed to do. Not come on over here and be making a whole production out of where they're from, what they've done, and who, no means no type of fuck shit. Come on, whatever. I'm telling you about this thing. You know what? Social media really plays a role in people's mental health. You see what I'm saying? And some of them were already going through issues already. You see what I'm saying? They already have social issues where they have anxiety problems, depression, and all of that shit. And they come on here acting like they're above other people on here. They were lonely. They were dissatisfied with their life and their life choices. Come on. Some people need to re-examine their online habits, man. You need to find a healthier balance. If you're having issues, this place is not for you. Take breaks when you need to. Take breaks when you need to. Seek therapy when you need to. Hang outside sometimes with other people when you need to. You don't have to come on here acting like a plum fool or doing some strange stuff, some weird stuff, some vile stuff on here just so you can get the numbers in your chat, when in actuality the money that you really get from YouTube is when people actually watch your commercials and stuff, to be quite honest. So the thousand in the chat doesn't mean much unless that thousand in the chat is there and you're getting not only super chats but maybe some cash apps in the back end. Don't let that thousand in the back in the chat fool you. Okay. You got to make sure that people are watching your videos. So that thousand watching your video after it has ended means more than those who are in the chat at the moment. Okay. Okay. You don't know Nina's real identity. I don't believe that shit. Kantasi says Kimmy Latanya and Vic knew it wasn't Peeper. They just did it for a storyline. Right, to make him look bad. Her thing was to try and come on here and make him feel to make him feel bad, try to put him down and all of that shit. I don't know Peeper that much, but I've watched a few of his commentary with Candy, with Switzerland, And I find it hilarious some of the times because guess what? It's their commentary on what they're seeing in another sector. It's just commentary. It is just commentary. But I understand if, somebody tells you they don't want you using their content, don't use it. I get that. You don't use that person's information in a malicious way. And I'm going to go read through the guidelines when I'm done on here. Well, probably not. I'm going to go to bed. But I'm just saying, it's YouTube makes it so easy for you to get information about different things on here. It's just for you to, dedicate a little time to reading, you know, and their videos. YouTube does do those short clips also. So access to information it's there. You can get access to info. I right indigo because I remember when you were just starting. Yeah, I remember when you were just considering starting your channel. You did say it, but I'm just saying people need to check themselves. There's a strong link between heavy social media use and this increased risk for things like anxiety, loneliness, depression, and all of that shit. Self-harm, we've heard we've heard that too. And those thoughts of taking your life. I'm not taking the S off suicidal. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that shit making funny words up for YouTube. There are other ways to rephrase what you're trying to say. Dumb shit. Man, this thing on here is making people either feel like they're above people, you know, or feel like they gotta show out for people. You don't have to. But because of how things are on here and it's all for the numbers and stuff, people do some fucking weird stuff on here. You hear me? They do some really weird shit on here. And half of them are very insecure about what's going on in their real life. So when they come on here and send somebody on here. Well, when they come on here, it's all a show. It's all a show because they're already insecure in their real life. You know what I'm saying? So they come on here and they prioritize social media over their actual real world relationships. That's the thing. They prioritize social media. They prioritize YouTube in this case over actual real world interactions. And it kind of pretty much shows, that, some people have fallen so deep into this thing in this sector here where they want to show out for people. Lavon, hey Lavon. When I hear that word, it's so hilarious because you don't want to say that because YouTube has a list of words that they actually look out for in your videos. Like the KILL and the SUICIDE and all those words. So some people and the MURDER, all of those stuff, and the cuss words and stuff. So people take letters off, but they don't want to use their brain far enough to try and find another way to say stuff. I think Ken is in the back. Hold on. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Ken is in the back. I think it's him. If not, if it's a P bomber, I will throw coconuts at your head. Okay. Hold on one second. Don't let me throw any coconuts at you. Okay. 1 second. We got Ken in the back. Hold on. Is that you, Ken?
Yeah, that's sexy right there. Yeah, it's me. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Ken.
What's good, Carrie?
I'm
And
good.
hello to your audience too.
Hmm.
Uh, I didn't come up here to help up for nobody because, to be honest with you, it's not really my business. So I'm not really gonna try to say that. Say nothing about it because, like I said, it's not my business. But my thing is, what I'm really confused on beefing. Well, I'm gonna call them beefing 911 and VX. I'm confused on them trying to come out here to super save a nigga. I'm just, and I'm gonna put the peeper dude to the side because I don't know that young man, and I'm not about to speak on that dude because I don't know the dude. But my thing is, Soon as she put that out, who was the first people to jump on that? It was ZX and Beef in 911. Those were the
Mhm.
two people that was first to jump on that and to bash that man and to drag and talk crazy about that man. But now all of a sudden, what took me out was 5B. She took me out when she put that man up there from all Saw. That just took me completely out.
You
Like,
have to tell me what happened over there because I'm not subscribed. Go ahead.
well, she was talking the usual and thinks she's talking. She know what she's talking about and dragging. And she lied and say that somebody sent her a picture of the peeper guy, and
Oh
she posted
Lord.
the picture up from Saw. I said, now I must be on some crack or something. I must be on some type of dope, some type of cocaine because I said, that's a white man. They say Peeper is black. And then I looked further into it. I said, wait a minute. That's the guy off of Saw. So not only that you lied and say somebody sent you that, but you need to get you another person to send you real information because they got you looking crazy out here.
It wouldn't be the first. She does that all the time. Well, from what I know. Why? Because I've seen where even I don't know if you remember when China Doll passed, the
Yes.
monster.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
She
that
she
bull
she
crap.
claimed she knew somebody who knew her too. She's
Yeah, yeah.
always getting wrong info and stuff. So like her doing that, it's crazy. I guess it's for her to be. Is she still a part of the game? Some people do some weird stuff so people could talk about them or go to their channels.
What
That's
is
what
it?
she's doing at this point. So she didn't even know who she was posting when she said that was the person.
Yes.
Lord have
It just
mercy.
was weird. But my thing is, even if it's not the guy, I wouldn't know, and I'm not gonna say that it is, or I ain't gonna say it isn't. I'm gonna just say this. If he's a convicted, and listen to me pretty well, because it seems like everybody ignoring the fact that this whoever this guy is that she put up, he's a convicted sex offender. And this is a guy who was fooling with kids. So let's ignore the fact that she put this man information out there and saying that this is him. I'm going to throw that to the side. I want to focus on all of the people that's calling this convicted sex offender and that's trying to get him help, that's trying to get him a lawyer, and that's telling this man to giving this woman's address to somebody that's convicted and he stay in the same city as her. I can tell a
But
lot of them
wait, so you're
didn't
telling me
graduate.
you're
Oh yeah,
telling me you're telling me that not only are they contacting him, they've given her address to the guy, the sex offender.
listen,
Woo!
baby gums.
Oh Lord.
Grandma baby gums said out of his own mouth because he's an idiot. You know he's the biggest, oldest, gummiest clout chaser that I ever seen in my whole entire life. He said out of his own mouth that he contacted this man and that he played a recording of him talking to this man, and he gave this man Kimmy's information. So not only that you screwed yourself, idiot, you probably get real charges on you because you gave this woman information to a sex offender. Are you like are y'all people slow or something?
Now, as much as I'm not for her, I don't agree with him putting her address out and stuff. I guess he likes inserting himself in stuff, but I guess you know what? It's content. It's content. He contacted the guy, but I'm not for giving out people's info like that. That's gonna put him not only him in problem, but we also don't know what that guy would
Yeah,
do. We don't
yeah,
know
that
who
too.
he knows. And yes, you said they're in the same state. We don't know what if that guy gets upset if he'll send anybody to
Exactly,
her or whatever, you know? So
exactly.
that part I'm not agreeing with.
My thing is, how can you like do something like that? Like, how can you say you're for the children when we know baby gums is not? He's for the children, but you're on here trying to help somebody who was touching kids. Make it make sense.
I guess he put that behind. He's supposed For
Like,
somebody who, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Ken. For somebody who you know that this person is a sex offender, you know why the person's info is out there, and
right,
you're putting that behind because of your hate for somebody else.
exactly.
I see what you're saying on that part, but
And
at
I'm
the same
sorry to
time,
cut you
though,
off.
Ken, if she didn't put that guy's info out, at the same time she put that guy's info out, who knows, somebody who is watching on the internet, they would also want to go
That's
hurt
true
him
too.
also.
That's true
And
too.
now
That not
ZX put in her info to that person, who got exposed. He could send somebody to hurt her too. So in that
yeah.
case, both are wrong.
Yeah, but my thing is, this is between her and this man. This is between them two. Them two is the ones that's going at it. That's why y'all didn't see me jump in that and say, well, paper, whatever the hell his name is. Why you messing with Kimmy? That's between them two. I'm not about to keep jumping in nobody's beef. Them two going at it, they getting at each other. Okay, that's fine. I'm out of that. My
Yeah.
thing is the people that's jumping in their beef. The people that's jumping in their beef after they just attacked this man for like all yesterday. All yesterday, baby mama gums. That dude was attacking that man all day yesterday. Him and beefing 911. But now all of a sudden, y'all coming together like two girlfriends and trying to drag somebody and trying to talk about somebody's looks. When we both know both of y'all just like beefing 313. Soon as you tell him that you're gonna pull up on him, he already on the phone with the FBI. And baby mama gums, we know that you go to his house, he's gonna pick up a butter knife and try to threaten you with it. Like, man, these people.
Don't let me.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying not to laugh. Listen,
It's so
I,
it's crazy.
my baby, not the butcher knife, not the cop car. You know what? You're killing these people in here. Willie's dying laughing. Listen, I get what you're saying, Ken, because listen, these two, they go back beefing 313. We know
What's up,
how he
Willie, bro?
rolls. We know how beefing 313 rolls. He'll be
Yeah, he's a
on
gossip
one
girl.
side today, he's on another side tomorrow. That's
Mm-hmm.
how he is. And of
Yeah,
course, he does call the cops for real though. He
yeah.
does. He
It
does.
really messed my head up. Like, then you called him on a drunk, alcoholic drug addict. Like, dude, he couldn't even stand up. So how you took that as a threat? He couldn't even stand up. Like, and you the one that was stalking him. You the one that was pursuing him, calling the jail, doxing his jail number, and saying what's going on with his case. And then you turn around after the man tell you what he tell you. You calling the cops. I feel
Yeah,
threatened for my life.
that's rough.
I said, what the hell is going on? What? Up there with that damn pink sweater calling the cops. I feel threatened for my life. And I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh,
But the thing is, so you're saying after she put his exposed his info, those two were out there, bashing the guy. They
yeah.
immediately went to bashing the guy on their channels.
The first two
But now
people,
they're all for him and trying to help him out and
yep,
stuff. Is that what you're saying?
yep.
Wow.
When this is what I seen when she first put it out, because I didn't watch the video, but all I seen was the title, and I heard some people on the platforms talking about it. But I seen both of them with this man's face on the thumbnail, and I clicked the video, and both of them was dragging him. Oh my God, you do this, and you got to leave the women alone. And then today, it's something different. But let I'm gonna just say this for everybody that's smart. I'm gonna talk to the smart people because I can tell that everybody in the audience, everybody in the chat, including Carrie, I can tell that y'all went to Head Start before y'all started school. Like me, like everybody else. Y'all went to Head Start. Y'all mom ain't just put y'all in school and say, baby, you smart. I'm gonna just go ahead on and put you in there. Y'all went to Head Start. So if ZX said that it's 151 people with that exact same name, how did you the dumbest person on here, track this man down, and you know that this is the correct man out of 151 people. He have the dumbest audience I ever seen in my life. And they actually believe this idiot. Like nigga, you just called somebody and when he was talking to the man ain't have no clue what he was talking about. The man you're 55 years old. Huh? The man ain't say nothing. I said, what the
From the little I had like 5 or less minutes over there, but from the little that I got, the guy was barely responding to him. I don't know if he was doing it to protect himself or not, but I didn't hear the guy talking a lot. Did you watch the whole thing? Because
Yeah,
I
I watched
didn't.
the whole clip. The man ain't say nothing. Baby mama Guns was talking to herself. The man ain't say any, he didn't ask the man was he a sex offender. He didn't ask the man did he get convicted. See, that's real questions that you need to ask to find out if this the person. Now, did the guy sound like the paper people whatever the man name is? No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it didn't sound like him. I'm gonna be honest and say that. I can't be weird and fake and all that. It did not sound like him. Which is, I still don't think that you was gonna find out who the hell that was out of 151 people with the same name and the same birthday. You idiot nutcase ass nigga.
Did he? But did he have like conversations before? Like behind the scenes with him before? Because I think he said he sent him some info, and that's why the guy reached responded to him. Is that what he said? Let me know.
Yeah, yeah, okay, you're correct. See what he did was this some groupie this what the groupie women do, what the girls do. He downloaded a picture in the man in his phone of a grown ass man. He took the picture, two of the grown ass man pictures. Sorry for cursing. He downloaded it in his phone and sent the man his own picture. And that's why he called. I would do the same thing. If a nigga texting me and you send me a picture of me, of myself, I'm gonna call you back, nigga, and say, who the hell is this? What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Well, by that, then maybe. Well, maybe then that's him.
But we
Maybe
don't
he
know
called
that.
him back.
But Carrie, if you send me a picture of myself and you send me some information of myself, I'm gonna automatically call you back to see who the hell you is and why you
And
sending me
why?
my
And why they're
information.
sending right? And then the man didn't confirm or anything that it was him
No, he didn't
at all
confirm
during the
anything.
recording.
The only thing he confirmed was his name.
Okay.
Just his name. That's it. He did not confirm his birthday. He did not confirm his age. The man was lost. The
The
man
man
sounded
seemed
scared as hell.
uninterested, or it's either he was uninterested or he was making sure that he was careful about how he was going to respond to CX. I don't know, based on
Correct.
how he was talking.
Correct. But but my question is, why is him and Beefing so invested in it? And why did this nigga say my name? What do I have to do with this?
What did he
I don't
say?
even know the man.
What did he say?
Oh, she. And look at the people that you know how he talk because he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. Look at the people that's around her. And look at like Jen Nola, who said he wanted to sodomize somebody's child. You yuck mouth, ball mouth sissy. What do I have to do with that? Why are you saying my name?
Right, right. So he, I guess he wants beef with you too, because if this is a
Oh, he don't
situation
want
where,
beef for me.
look
I'm
at
gonna
this,
tear his ass up. He don't want beef for me.
he wants beef with you because it's gonna make content. Ken, come on, he has to include you. You got
Yeah,
to be
but
part of the
we know I
commentary.
go low.
Right. So he's gonna use that too, because he's saying, okay, so Ken is over there supporting. Let me put his name in it too, because then you'll respond probably if you feel like, and then he'll have something to go at. Commentary. Some
But
people
if I
insert themselves in stuff that have nothing to do with them,
but if
and
I respond, I'm gonna
for
respond with
context.
facts. Like when he zoomed in on that baby's chest and was talking about a 7 year 11-year-old little girl's breast. Like I'm gonna respond with facts. So he what makes him different than the man that he's contacting and trying to help to get a lawyer? Because he did just about the same thing the man did, except the man got convicted. So what's the difference?
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh yeah, he don't want to play with me. I'm gonna tear his ass up.
There's somebody in the chat, Alfonso, says it was an adult battery with injury. Who?
Who did that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's the man charges. Oh well, no child. Wait, what? So what the hell is going on? That's not nothing dealing with a
Alfonso
child.
says he's a registered predator. So
Okay, so that's but that's my point. Like,
what?
why
What are you
would
talking?
you?
What? What are you talking about? Adult battery Well, I don't
That's
know.
not that's not a predator. That's just somebody who whooped the child ass. The child probably was getting smart with him. It probably was his own child. I don't know. I'm confused now. That's why I don't want to get
Me
involved
too.
in
I'm
them laws.
confused.
Can't get no
I'm confused.
beef with.
I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
he Miss YouTube campus. He really don't because I go low. I go all the way low. Like he better sit down because I talk about daughters and all
Oh,
moans. I
oh,
don't care.
oh. I
You better
saw a
leave me
pic.
alone.
Who did I see found a pic? Somebody had it on their community wall. A pic with him and his daughter years ago. I think it was with that whole thing with the Trump insurrection thing. I don't remember if that's it. Somebody had it. They've been doing him on their walls of late. I don't know what he's done to other people, but I get. You know what I get? That's how Beef in 313 and GX is. If something has
Mhm.
nothing to do with them, sometimes I get it that you want to do commentary and stuff happening here, but sometimes they tend to insert themselves in stuff that have nothing to do with them, and they'll be making calls and stuff all around. I've
And,
seen this, and
and
they
beefing
got to
three
be
one three.
careful.
He think he called the cops on Miss Rob. Shit. That ain't gonna be calling the army on me. I think him as a married man, he need to sit down somewhere and worry about his wife, other than getting on a panel at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to bash a woman and talk crazy about a woman with a nigga who he said was a sick man who attack women all day. That's why I don't understand about these men. How you drag this man and say that this man is a sick individual and he's a coward for always attacking women, but then you go get on his panel and give him the praise like he don't give his wife none. He don't give his wife no attention. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna just
know
go
it.
ahead on.
Don't
I'm
I
gonna
know it?
drag him. Yeah, I'm gonna just
No,
drag him.
no, I was over there. I was over there watching the pastor. He did a 10-minute live also. He's apparently somebody's doxing the pastor, or somebody's trying to get to him offline. So we've been hearing about him hiding his videos, not coming live and stuff. But he I what did you see his video, Ken?
Yeah, I saw his video where he sounded like a little scared puppy. Hey, watermelon sugar.
he
Yeah, I
he
think
says
there's
he says
somebody.
he's upset. He says he's a bit upset because apparently, and he says it's nobody from the beef sector. He's like some people are let me use the words reaching out to him, and they're not from the beef or the black or the Mo3 sector apparently. So I think that somebody has gotten too close to him, and he's upset about it, and that he was also over there calling Tracy the same person. Aren't they supposed to be fighting right now?
Like, yes, like I
He called
said,
Tracy for help to get info, and apparently she assisted. So I guess it may be very serious for him to have to
no,
call her.
no, you know what I think? I think both of them playing games. I think both of them are trying to play us for this trip. Both of them been promoting this trip, and they've been fake going at it, talking about this person. And first of all, both of their prices is similar uh, to each other. Both is closer to each other. Both of y'all going on the same cruise. Y'all gonna be around each other, and now all of a sudden he just get this threat out of nowhere, and then you call a person who been threatening you anyway, and now all of a sudden y'all too cool, and she try to help you. Oh, these people. Lord, it feel like
Yeah,
I'm in church.
I couldn't understand because I'm like, these two are supposed to be going at it. And he called her for help because of something that is happening. And apparently, it also has something to do with New Mexico, too. New Mexico
Well,
is another person who inserts himself in black people's business,
I,
things that
I
has
ignore
nothing to
him.
do with him, you
I don't
know.
even watch that man videos. I don't know. I don't even know when that man go live. I don't pay attention to nothing that dude say. and I feel all of them should do the same.
Yeah,
They be
people better be
watching that
careful
man.
of him. People who engage in conversations with him, he usually at the end of the day turns against them or gets upset with them if they don't agree with stuff he wants and stuff. And I've seen that with one person who was vouching for him the whole time. Now they're not friends anymore. I don't get it. They said, "Oh, he has not done anything to me," and all of that. And now look at that. That he was upset with her, for trying to help Tracy get out of jail. So I'm just saying, people better be careful about, getting too close to him. He has nobody's best interest at heart. That's all I gotta say. I don't watch him though.
Well, thank you for letting me up. It's time to go clock in into the job I don't
In
have.
in
So
your non-existent job, well,
yeah,
have a good time at your non-existent
yeah, I
job,
love being a
Ken.
loser. It feels good. Good night, good morning.
Good night, good morning. Thank you for coming up, Ken. I appreciate you.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Ken. Ciao. Hey, Mildred. Is my audio okay? Because I just plugged my headphone in. Is my audio okay, guys? Hey, V. I saw you did a premiere video today. Hey, everybody. Ken is something else. He's interesting, isn't he? He's something else. He is something else. And it's food for thought, though, because in one instance, because I didn't even know they went dragging the guy after he got so-called exposed. So ZX was on the bandwagon, with the whole thing with Peeper, and then he changed his mind and decided to help. Hey, lady! Oh, you wanted to catch Kiki? Oh, he's gone to sign into his non-existent work, his job that they say he doesn't have. You know, Cole's World. You're still. He calls GX baby mama gums. Hey, proud glamour girl. I'm doing okay, V. I slept. I fell asleep short. I think it was shortly after Ronnie Q's live. So I'm up and I can't go back to sleep. You know, so I just decided to come on live. It's a lot going on here. I was talking about the whole thing from what I caught from that lady, the celebrity pig over there, doxing someone, and obviously that's not the same person. I don't know. We'll see how it pans out because this is gonna be interesting content coming up. So I went ahead and I subscribed to Peeper's new channel because I'm gonna see how it goes from here. So we're waiting to see. I'm just saying though, people, I can't tell you how to fight, but I can give my commentary if I feel like. I'm just saying, people come on here for different reasons. I'm just saying, you do not have to engage in the FBI calling, the police calling, the CPS calling, the court calling, the whatever calling you want to call. Sometimes it's just not, unless it is something that is putting your life in imminent danger. Why mess things up and make things bad for other people? You know what I'm saying? Unless it is something that is posing actual danger to you. If you're upset with words on here, it means it's time for you to log off. If you Man, I listen, if I cared much about how people think about me or spoke about me on here, I don't know, I wouldn't be on here. I cannot allow people's words to penetrate me to the point that it makes me go crazy and I do stuff and I get so embarrassed because people are hearing them say stuff about me. In the same way that you were speaking about people in on the list, people can have their own game and do their commentary with the numbers game. And I think it's a cute little numbers game over there for people who want to do commentary on what's going on over in the beef sector. And with the whole players thing, you may not understand it, you may not like it, but it's their thing. It's their thing. Let them do their commentary. It's their game. It's their commentary. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you're easily offended from about stuff, don't watch it. Like I was saying earlier on, social media does, affect people. And if they were lonely before, it makes them even lonelier because they spend so much time on social media, on YouTube, on here. You see what I'm saying? In the same way, it also exacerbates people's depression and anxiety because They get so anxious to know that, okay, how many people are watching me? What am I going to do? You know, if people are speaking bad about me, you know, they get depressed and they come on here and they mask it as if they are all that and a bag of chips. They come on here, but they know that they care too much. They care about how people think about them. Stop prioritizing social media. Well, can I call it a relationship? Stop prioritizing social media interaction and go ahead and have in person interaction with other people. Okay. Stop coming on here and bullying other people because you do not like their commentary. Stop coming on here and spreading hurtful rumors about people because you don't like their commentary. You are emotionally scarred and you don't know how to deal with it. Stop coming on here being so self absorbed, so self centered that you distance yourself or you disconnect yourself from real life connections out there. Log off sometimes. Log off sometimes. I know some of you suffer from, this whole, what they call it, fear of missing out. So you always want to make sure you're hearing or seeing what's going on. But trust and believe it is okay to take breaks. It is okay to say, okay, I'm not watching YouTube today. It's 7 days in a week. I'll take 6. Okay, I'm gonna take an hour break away from this. You can do that too. Some people come on here and they get upset because people are doing commentary or they may be on their channels doing better than them and stuff. Like me, I come on here, I don't give a rat's ass what anybody thinks. People are gonna go through phases on here. You're gonna have times when you got made the numbers, you're gonna have times when you don't. It's normal. You're gonna have times when you have content that people that appeals to people, and then you're gonna have times when people are not interested. It's just a thing. Everybody goes through their phases. If you think about some of the content creators on here, some people who were never getting the type of views before, they'll get it because some drama happened and everybody flocks there. Then another moment they don't get the type of views again. It happens. Everybody have has their moments. I know it will never change, Lady Tia. I know things won't change. People are going to continue to do what they do. Right, Glamour? I realize because I haven't been seeing you around that much, and I didn't, I didn't even bother you. I'm like, okay, because I even see you. The last post I saw, you were out and about with your peoples and stuff, and I'm like, look at her out there having a good time and all, even though you're going through stuff. Yeah, exactly. I realize that, girl. Go out and have real life interactions. Social media is important, yes, but come on, go have real life interactions outside. Mm-mm. Young Cole's says she come on unhinged. Man, to me, to be quite honest, I really don't care. I'll laugh at you before I argue with you. To be quite honest, that's me, because I know you can't do shit to me. So I'll laugh, I'll make fun of it. It's not that serious. I have real life issues to deal with. I got bills to pay, things to do. So like what people's words, it it shouldn't affect you too much. That's how I look at it. And I understand it's the beef sector and people are going to argue and stuff, but I don't think I have the energy for it. Like I can't commit to it. I'll probably do it a minute or two of responding to something or whatever, but I can't commit to it. It takes too much energy, and I'm trying to prolong my life on here. You know, some people use over here as like a security blanket for them. You know, they interact with people. It's the only way they can talk to people. It's the only way they could get any form of attention because they've not. This is what happens when you're not accustomed. I guess that's why I don't care. Because you're already accustomed to being around large crowds or reaching large crowds and stuff. So like this here, it really doesn't mean much to me. But for some people, they're so excited to know, oh, I had this amount of people in my chat watching me, and these people are following me and they bang for me and all of that shit. I got a cult, I got a following. They do what I say, they're all up in my ass, and they start feeling themselves. When in all reality, when they click off of this shit, they are depressed as hell. So they come in here to soothe their moods, and act like they're all that. Trust and believe. They got issues dealing with when they get off of here. It's only it's only them presenting themselves as this happy person, as this person who is better than, as this person who is, just above it all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There are times when you got to just really look at yourself and realize that you may be spending too much time on YouTube. Okay. And stop coming on here comparing yourselves with other people on here. Some of you should not even do it because you got low self esteem and you got negative body image issues and all of that shit. But then you come on here showing a part. Nobody, you know what? Even if I had, because I was saying at some point I wouldn't care enough and I'll come on here. But I'm like, some people don't even deserve that shit. You know what? Some people have things to lose. Some people have businesses. Some people have good jobs out here. Why do they need to, you know, put that at jeopardy? Put that at put their job in jeopardy or whatever, risk for some little freaking YouTube numbers. The checks ain't large enough. The hell I look here. I don't care. And you got some people putting people down because they don't want to show themselves. The hell? You decided to show yourself and we decided not to. It's all a choice at the end of the day. It doesn't even have anything to do with being scared. It doesn't have to do with anything of people worried about their looks or anything. They value their lives outside of YouTube. That is why. They value their family outside of YouTube and they're doing it for different reasons. They're coming on here for entertainment. You think after we've seen you putting people's info out here, doxing people out here, pulling up on people out here, calling CPS, finding people's addresses and all of that shit. Do you think people are still going to want to come on here and show their face or come on camera? They don't have to. It's a choice. There's a choice. You can turn your camera on and off. Let's see. On, off, on, off. That's me turning my camera on and off. You have a choice. And if I want it off, I'm keeping it off. Okay. If I want it off, I'm keeping it off. You cannot try to bully anybody into believing that, oh, they don't show their face, they're scared. It's not scary, actually, it's scared. Okay, use the words appropriately. I'm sorry. So some of them come on here and they're cyberbullying people because they cannot control things that people post about them. They can't control it, so they get so upset and they start cyberbullying people. It happens on here. They are so worried. Some of these CCs are so worried about, oh my God, this is what they said to me. And they try to cyberbully you into silence. They try to cyberbullying you by doxing you or trying to get your information to try to bring, girl, please. Hey, Sour Patch. Let me look at the comments. I was looking away from the computer. Let me see what I missed. Let me look at this chat real quick. Lady Tia says, I watch these sectors once a week now. I like not knowing what's going on. Yeah, somebody's going to get hurt at some point. And even with all the things that people have seen happen to some people on here, why do they still do the things they do? Some of the things that even has happened to content creators on here, why do they come back and still do the same thing? Cole's World says there are literally no boundaries. They will say and do whatever. But it is for a click on a view. Yes, it is. That's all they do it for. 6 to 9 got his arse torn out the frame for trolling. Right. I saw a few vids of him getting stumped down in the restroom. I think it was at a gym in the restroom. Yeah. You got to remember that you're out here and your face is out there, and people who are watching you, their faces aren't shown. So they can see you in places that and you don't know, and they may not like you and they can harm you. Okay. So be very mindful of some of the stuff you do on here. Glama says, I'm still recovering. Had a little setback last week and I was no, girl, do not be discouraged. Mm-mm. Do your therapy, girl. You got moves to make, girl. You don't let YouTube take you off your square, girl. Don't let it affect your life. Keep doing being strong, proud Glama. Sending out positive energy to you as per usual. And you're a fighter, girl. So just keep doing that. And I know you're going through a lot, girl. But like I told you, I admire your strength. So don't be discouraged. You're gonna have those days though, Glamour. You're gonna have those days, but you're a strong person. I see it. You know? Lady Tia says, when you all realize it's not about morality for a lot of people, you won't be surprised. Karma is the payback. So watch how what you do and say, and it won't hit you. Karma has a way of, just rewarding some people. So they may be on a high right now and everything is in their favor, everything is good. And karma has a way of tearing your ass up at the right time. It's the right time for karma, but and in inconvenience you, but trust and believe. Look at how many years Tommy Sotomayor was on here and the things he was doing and saying on here. Look at what happened to him. But I heard he's back. I heard he's back. They gave him hell. Mm-hmm. Lady Tia says she's here to support you, girl. Mm-mm. No, but some of these people have no empathy for anyone on here. Trust and believe. And you got to always remember that you putting people's info out there, you do not know the type of people who are watching you. Always remember that you don't know. This is the wide, wide web. This is social media. This is YouTube. Millions of people across the world have access to it. And people who are in good jobs, they'll be careful about things they say on here. You'd want to think that, don't, wouldn't you? If you are like in a really good job or had a really good business and stuff, a booming business and stuff, wouldn't you be very mindful of some of the things that you come on here showing your face and doing? Wouldn't you? Think about it. Just think about that. But no, it already shows me the mindset of some of these people or the situation they're in, why they're comfortable doing these things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Lady Tia says no matter who she watches, she would never say or do some of the stuff that she's seen because she knows that payback can be, well, I'm paraphrasing, payback can be a bitch. Glama says I miss hiking, taking long walks on the beach, bowling, indoor rock climbing, and she can't wait to get back out. And you will get back out. It takes time. Just take that one day at a time. I know how it feels, Glama. Well, not I could never endure the pain and stuff you're going through, but I empathize with you. And I can just imagine because you're always that type of nice, vibrant, outgoing glamour and stuff, with your grandkids and stuff. But it will happen. Just continue to, push through and you'll be fine. Just continue to push through and you'll be fine. She is playing a dangerous game and she has to be careful who she doxes. I agree with you. Because then who knows if a family friend or somebody for that person that she put out their picture and stuff, who knows if they have access to her channel. You never know who is watching you. Who knows? Who knows if they if somebody who are friends with him or knows him may have seen this. Who knows what people could be planning for you? You never know. You have to be careful out there. Mildred says there are oddballs watching out there. They're not typing in the right. They're not typing in the chats, just sitting there watching from the clouds. Right. And they're waiting to snap. You got some really crazy people on here. Cause you've seen it with like celebrities and stuff. You've seen it. They're stalkers or people who just turn up at their doors and stuff. You never know. Or turn up at events or places that they say they're going to be. You never know. They come disguised as, you got people who come saying they're fans or whatever, and they come there to hurt you. You never know. You never know. You got to be careful out there. Right. Right. There you go. There you go. 100 people in the chat and only 12 chatting. 80 people may not like what you say, right? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. You're right. Mildred says if they can dox a shadow, a gas station, a toenail, honey, they'll find you, child. They are looking out, and they look and they look at your location, and there are ways to find people's location on here, but I won't even say shit. But I'm just saying, be careful about the stuff you do on here, because it will come back to haunt you. Karma does not miss a beat. You hear me? You've been in the camping sector. Okay. Oh, go girl. We'll be here to support when you do. Yeah. You're welcome. I can tell good people when I see and hear them, girl, with good energy. There's some people in here I really like. Tia says, get your van life on, girl. Cole's World says, look at how long Karma waited for 6 to 9. Yeah, like you're right. Right. They beat his ass up, girl. I was watching the clip. I had to actually log off. Cause I saw when they were stumping, I'm like, that rib is broken. Hold on, we got somebody at the door. I gotta make sure it's her. Cause I throw coconuts on here and they work. They work. You hear me? They work.
Um,
Hey B.
hey, I need to ask a question.
Go ahead.
So when they exposed the guy's record, right? You know who guy I'm talking about?
You mean the
Celebrity too.
offender? The offender? Mm-hmm.
So
I
let
didn't
me
I
ask
didn't
a
watch it, but I
question.
heard about it. Go
His
ahead.
is his offense is different from her offense.
Yeah. From what I've heard.
Oh, because I thought an arrest is an arrest, a thief is a thief. But hold up, ain't no sin bigger than the other.
You mean a criminal is a criminal?
Yeah,
A criminal is a criminal is a criminal. I know
because
people may do
because
stuff and
ain't no sin bigger than the other. They both got mug shots.
oh. Oh. Isn't that funny? The criminal finding another criminal's info and exposing them. That's so funny. But I digress. You know how it is. Okay. And then, putting down their criminal activities like it's nothing to
No.
show up another person's criminal activities. It's just
Man,
funny.
if the world judge you one way and God judge you one way, and God say all sin is sin, so you the big thief, and he is the whatever, because I never heard the final verdict.
You didn't hear what they said he did?
No.
He
Abbrevi-
is an offender
Well, an offender is an offender.
with that S word. Hold on. Let me
I
plug
know.
plug this shit in
I,
before it
I pick
dies.
up on it. But one start with a
S.
S, and the other one start with a T.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
So he of no stone, he of no sin cast the first stone.
Right. Right.
Because in the eyes of God is the same sin.
Right. She's got to be careful out there. That's all I was got to say. But the thing is, though, if you, I do understand. Like I was saying this earlier on, that I understand. If somebody says don't use their content, I can understand it. It's your material. It's your intellectual property. It's yours. And if you
Hmm.
say okay, you don't want somebody using your property, I can understand that. But at the
Hmm.
same time, you used the system to, you got the person's info. They, I don't know if they appeal, because maybe that's what may have been the problem, you know.
Mhm.
And you use the information that you got, and instead of using it to get this person to remove their videos, or in a way to make sure that the person, you know
Yeah,
pays
it
for using
doesn't
your
fit
content,
the
why do
punishment
you
doesn't fit
think
the
it was
crime,
okay
right?
for you to go and try to go take it a step further? Because you wanted to come and do something juicy. You wanted to get numbers. You wanted attention. You want content. That's what you did. You should have
Mm.
made your content be about you popping the person for using your material. Not,
Mhm.
oh, these are their records. This is what they did. This is, oh no, that's dirty. That's you
I
trying to
don't.
make the person
Are
feel
they
bad.
sure? Are they sure that's the person?
They don't seem sure. And from what
Um.
I'm gathering from the other videos that I've seen and heard, and the other commentary,
Mhm.
that is not the person. Because
Um.
like I was saying earlier on, people from the sector that Peeper is from, they've seen him numerous times. So when they saw her, putting up that man's picture, they already knew it wasn't him. So on one in one in one
Um.
on in one breath she's saying that's a person, and in another breath she's saying if it's wrong, whatever, they're wrong for doing this and using another person's name and all of that shit. You
Well,
know,
joke on her.
man, karma on her. You mean karma?
Well, there's
Karma
also a
is a
joke
bitch.
too.
Whoever exalted themselves shall be abased. I've always remember that little thing there. Everybody who exalts themselves too much, the too much part, there always comes a time when you'll be abased. How many persons have you seen gotten right back down to the ground after they have this inflated self of importance, or and then
So,
something
an,
happens and they have to come right back down to earth?
another thing is my kid's father family is full of lawyers,
Mm-hmm.
and a law degree takes a lot of time. How people get a chance to be on here and they're supposed to be in law school?
I was over there by Ronnie Q. Hey Isaiah, I was over there by Ronnie Q today, and somebody dropped in the chat. I won't say their names because that person, I think, that person is one of the people who are quote unquote doxing me. Say they were doxing me too. But that person dropped down in the chat and typed that, oh, she goes to ICDC college like Romeo. It was a little bit funny, but coming from that person, I didn't even laugh. But how do you find time to be on here, to know everything that's happening, to plot
Yes,
behind the scenes, to call people and all of that shit? And you're going to law school?
yes.
Now, how
And
does that work?
my husband is a lawyer now, and he had four brothers, and all four of them are lawyers,
Wow.
and that is vigorous,
Right.
vigorous.
Girl. I don't
Yes,
know.
girl.
Maybe law school may have gotten, study apparently it's gotten easier. Apparently,
Well,
I don't know.
the only state that law school is different than a law degree is different than the rest of the states is California.
For what is the reason behind that?
California, I don't think you actually have to, you know, sit the different exam. You just have to study the law.
Is that where Kim Kardashian
Yes,
is?
yes.
When I heard that lady was going to become a lawyer, I laughed so hard because and then I think she did quite a number of tests and didn't and wasn't successful. I'm not laughing at her. I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Yes, because
No.
going to law school is one, but sitting the bar is something like is also totally different.
Right.
And the other thing is going to law school, it gives you the law and the basis, but it doesn't teach you to be a good lawyer. And if certain people are trying to be lawyers, credibility matters.
I would never be on here doing some of the stuff that I do if I knew I was really studying to become a lawyer. How could you becoming a lawyer and out here doing having these types of material out here of
Yeah.
people seeing you out here cussing and doxing folks and all of these type of shit. Come on.
Not only that,
How?
with the type of background that they have, and apparently her stuff is not expunged yet. So it's already out there. Like, who, only a fool will hire somebody like that.
These things always come to haunt people. Trust and believe. How many celebrities do you know that look at the whole thing with Kevin Hart? Look at how many people they've said or done or posted something 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. And now at the height of their career, those messages start coming up, whether it was a racist post, whether it was something against the LGBTQ community. And it comes out. Look at the whole thing with Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
when he was supposed to go. What was he supposed to be hosting, and something came up? Was it the
Oh,
Oscars?
with the
Right. And that was
LGBTQIA.
years ago.
Yeah.
That was
But
years
what
ago.
I'm
So her
saying is,
action so her actions right now that she's doing and so comfortable
yeah,
doing,
but
it's
her
gonna
stuff,
come back to haunt her.
is not expunged. Chick is not because you, I call it fast talking. Not because you could lie and fast talk, that mean you are successful in every area. You might be successful at mess.
Or use a few big words that are clearly
Yes,
easy to find in the dictionary.
yes. And you could tell some people when, okay, they're around people and they're just regurgitating things,
Right,
or they
right.
read something from a book, or so
Hmm.
what, you could pronounce or enunciate properly.
These are the reasons why she thinks she's better than people over here.
Girl,
Those are the same
bye.
reasons.
If you in the mud with the pig, you a pig. You could put on pearls and lipstick.
That is
Because
exactly
there's
why I gave
something,
her the name
honestly,
Celebrity Pig. Because she's
I,
acting like a whole celebrity and like she's better than everybody in this sector, but she's still in the mud with everybody. So, how are you
yeah,
better than if you're still in the
I
mud?
will not, I will not let my in-laws and ex-in-laws, I mean, if they found out, I don't care. But I never pretend to be anybody that I'm not. But this side of what I do right here, or, be on panels or whatever, all the time, even when I was over at, my god baby mother channel.
Ooh, everybody, this is V that I was telling you
Ye-
about. She is the godmother for Tracy's child that she's carrying. Keep going,
yes,
girl.
I'm gonna help raise that child. Yes, it was never around my husband. He do not know the hotmess.com. I think once I was listening to something and he recognized, well, I had mentioned the content creator. I talked about it. That's before YouTube got really bad. And I mentioned the content creator name. Actually, it was Sean Bradley. And he was like, "Is that Sean Bradley?" I was like, "Yeah." After that, after that, I'm like, "Oop, he listening."
Girl, you keep those headphones in or those earbuds in.
And
That's for everybody on here who watches.
girl, no, I was
Keep those
working.
earbuds
I'm
in.
working with my hand, and I didn't have a wireless at the time. So I just had it like playing downstairs. And he came down there and he was like, "What you listening to? Is that?" I was like, "Oop, I'm
Ooh,
turning
that's
this
so he
off."
was listening, so he knows, right?
Yeah,
And
because no, I
especially.
had explained to him something that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And because he deal in law, I was asking him like, why, such and such and such. And he was like, "So where you getting that from?" So then I told him what was going on, and I heard it on YouTube, and da da da. And I told him the person name, so he remembered when he walked in the room and the conversation. He walked downstairs and the conversation was going on. He kind of put two and two together and asked me. And let me tell you, my kids, girl, my kids are very conservative. They hear me listening to that, they'd be like, "Ma, what?" Not if they let me. They have, and it's, "Ma, do not bring that spirit in this house."
Oh my god. it's supposed to be your guilty pleasure. Don't let I don't really want nobody know what I'm watching. Trust and
Mm.
believe. It's my guilty pleasure to be over here. I know, it's fun sometimes, but it can
Uh-huh.
be so dark sometimes.
Mhm.
And I don't really let my friends or family know. Only one person knows.
And let me
And I
tell
really
you,
hope she
it
doesn't watch half the stuff sometimes.
let
But
me tell you, it was so funny.
ah,
It was so funny. I'm walking around here and something happened, and I said, I don't usually curse. It's not a practice of mine. Because even in raising them, I always say, y'all gonna learn how to use the English language. And I was so, when you say you wouldn't do a certain thing, I was like,
right.
people that curse like that, they're not well read. They're this, they're that. That used to be my judgment before. I said, if you have to use cuss words as fillers, you could communicate without it. And I said that for years. And girl, in the past couple of years, I'm like, damn, man.
You change your tune. You
My
change that
son,
tune quickly,
my
right?
son, my son said to me, he said, Ma, since when you curse? You broke my heart. I tell people my mom don't ever curse. I was like, "Ooh." So he said, you back there listening to these people again? I'm like, no, I don't do that.
He knew. I'm sorry, that laugh was disgusting. I'm sorry, but he knew that this had something to do with your new word choice of words. He
Yes.
knew
I
that
mean,
because you were
other
here
word
watching the beef
choices
sector, you learned a
I'm
few cuss
using.
words and stuff.
Hmm.
He was taken aback, like, "Oh my god, my mom that I talk about
Yes,
that doesn't
he
cuss."
literally said, and mind you, my son was 17 years at the time that he heard me said something that was something contradictory to everything that I stood for in raising them. And he was like, you broke my heart. Because I always tell people my mom never cursed.
Really?
I was like, huh? I don't know what happened.
You
He
can
said,
thank the
"That's
beef
are you
sector
back
for
listening
that.
to that stuff?"
You can thank the beef sector for that, girl.
Girl.
You can thank the beef sector for that shit. You learn how to cuss and everything,
I just learned.
girl.
Yeah, so I'm around a lot of people that, from judges to whoever who has, that type of credentialing, honey, they don't have time for. It's like what one of the content creators say they don't have time to come down and throw tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
The people that I know, no, 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 no.
But
And
you, you know,
they look at me sideways because you know what? Um, they live a certain way and they don't let any and anybody around them.
I get that, V, that you're saying that they wouldn't come and watch this type of mess. But you know what? You'd be surprised some of the people who actually do up there. You may have some real, those professionals that do watch. You got a few doctors and
But
lawyers up there, but they
I
stay
know.
up
I'm
there in
just
the
saying the
clouds,
people
though.
that I know,
I get
I
what you're
can't talk
saying.
about the ones that I don't know because look,
Right.
married to medicine. Some of the stuff I hear come out all of some of the ladies'
Right.
mouth, I'm like, huh?
Right.
But the people, the people
Yes.
that I know prize themselves on carrying themselves a certain way.
Right. And being an upstanding citizen, right?
Mhm.
They carry themselves with dignity. Okay, I get
Mhm.
what you're saying. I
Yep.
get what you're saying. But then you got some who like probably, this interests them. Not they'll be like, people do these things. They stay up there in the clouds. You don't know. I'm saying this for some of these content creators on here. You never know who's up there in the clouds watching you.
Mhm.
You never know. And they
Because
never drop down.
all it takes is for someone because if you're on YouTube, you have a channel. All it takes is for your stuff to come up on someone else's timeline. There's people who will never drop down. Like for instance, me, I go look at some sectors and I don't drop down. But there are people like I don't chase the ambulance. Like there's some people on here I just literally I cannot watch, even though I hear they talking about them. I will not go to their channel. Like I'm the type of person, if my spirit don't agree with you, nothing that you say matters. You
Right.
mentioned another content creator. I have nothing against them, but just hearing them on other people panel and how they are,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
know enough mess already. I don't need to know anything else.
Right. And there's
I've
some people here on
never been to their channel to check it out.
right. There are some people on here that they may be well known in the sector and stuff, and you may hear them talk about them. But I'm
Hmm.
not subscribed to them. I'll see
Hmm.
them or hear them on other people's platforms though,
Hmm.
but I'm not subscribed. You know what little I get about them when
Hmm.
they visit other people's channel, that's enough for me. That's just
Yeah,
enough.
like I had
And I don't
nothing.
like you, V. I don't got
Mhm.
nothing against them or anything, but
Yeah.
just in the same way that I may not be some people's cup of tea, they're not
Hmm.
mine, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just,
subscribed. I don't
just
watch them.
just like for instance, I have nothing against Lady Snoop, but it's just say that for the time that whoever was speaking like negative about her, or what was going on with the other person, that they sort of share the same person, same
Mm-hmm.
guy.
Yeah.
I have never gone to Lady Snoop's channel. Never. But that day when she was in the chat and she made me laugh with the posting on the wall, I end up going to her channel and subscribe.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you if a person don't interest me, I don't care what you serving, what you selling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not. Like VS came back and I heard other people talking about it. And I went over there once, but then it reminded me why I stopped watching her in the first place. It's like I
Right.
have nothing against her, but it's just said the constant I no, I can't.
Do
She has
you
never
think?
done anything to me and I have nothing against her. I just can't watch certain things.
Speaking
Con
about,
Go
uh,
ahead.
go ahead.
But
Complete
the
your thought.
Bayless lady, and I heard of her, but I've never been to her channel, never searched for it. I just hear stuff from other people.
I've been over there because I think when VS her first video that live that she did was over there by Sirius Bayless, and I caught it over
I've
there.
never seen
So
it.
right, and they were close and okay on that live. So I am trying to figure out what happened. Well, not figure out because we've seen it over there because it panned out, it played out over there on Reed's channel. But
Hmm.
how do you move from being cool with one person and to what, a month or less you're not cool with the person,
Hmm.
you're saying you don't care about their mom being in the hospital or stuff that they're going through. I don't see how it moved from you being cool to not being cool so quickly, so easily. But it's not my fight. I got a
Oh,
question for
oh, I
those
believe
folks.
that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, they're not cool anymore.
I
um
think I think that's for you too.
I
Because
don't think it's
in
YouTube.
my sensibility, in my sensibility, if someone held me down, they held
Come
me
on,
down.
V. Come on, V. You know how it is over here. You know
No,
people just throw people away over here.
but
It's the
listen to
beef
this,
sector. You
Terry.
know
This is
people don't care about each other, people like
but
that.
but I'm telling
They're
you,
all
I
about
could
showing out for the crowd and stuff.
I could only speak for myself
Okay,
because
go
a
ahead.
lot of people is shocked to say that shocked to hear me say that I like Tracy. I had gotten to know Tracy on a different level, and she did what she did. It did not affect me. It did not change anything in my life. But for the person that I got to know behind the scene and we communicated, I was always boisterous to her. Where she was wrong, I tell her that she was wrong. And I got to know a side of her that ordinarily people out here haven't seen. And like I said, even like, okay, she took her mod stick back. That does not affect me. What she said, that does not affect me. Even she had said, I went and I listened to what she said, because I was like baffled. I was out shopping. I was looking for outdoor furniture, my husband and I. And then Deanna called me and told me what she said. And I was like, no. I said, what do I look like, trying to block somebody out of your chat? I don't take that type of liberty. I'm hardly in the chat anyway, like type
Right.
in, much less to block a person.
I remember when that happened. I
Yeah.
remember when that happened. And
Yeah.
she was adamant
And
that you are the one who blocked her. Now, why would you block her in Deanna's chat? That's the
girl,
thing.
girl.
Made no sense. She's just easily embarrassed, and she'll turn on anybody at the drop of a
Yeah,
hat.
but
She doesn't care
her
who it is. She doesn't
her
care about the
whatever a
history.
person do, they cannot affect me if I don't let them. And like
Amen.
I said, I like her. I may not like
Amen.
what she done. She even went so far to say like F my kids, or I think my kids is goody two shoes, like da 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 da. Girl, my kids never got to hear that. You cannot affect people that don't even think about you.
You cannot affect me if I don't allow you to. That's
Yes,
it. I gotta
yes.
allow you to affect me, and I'll be damned if I allow anybody on here to
And
affect
then
me.
she could be over there. She could overhear what I'm saying, even what I said, but the baby and all of that. And she could be over there and she could curse. She could, what they call drag. It has no effect on me. Things only have an effect on you if it's truth. You
Right. Or
don't
if you
know
allow
me.
it to.
You can't change nothing about this life right here. So with that, I'm saying in the case of like VS and Sirius Bayless, I don't I it's hard for me to believe that, because especially when a person was so there for you and essential in the things that you were going through, they stood up with you. There come a point where sometimes you outgrow people, or you just knew them for a season. But I don't understand how it comes to hate or me going after you. I will rather walk away. It will give me so much grace and pleasure to just walk away. I don't have to hate you. It takes too
Right.
much. It takes too much of an individual to hate.
Right. I'm all about just, blocking people out of your mind sometimes.
Yes.
Whatever. I don't care. I wish I would come on here caring about how people feel about me. I don't have time to be insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very self aware. I don't have time for shit.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? Some people are so, engrossed in what is going on here that they forget to be themselves. They forget
Mm.
to be themselves. I don't got time for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Mildred is in the chat. Mildred said if her kids knew she was watching half of the
oh
stuff
girl,
was
Mildred,
on
that's me
here,
and you,
they'll
girl.
take her to court.
We
She said they'll
undercover.
take her to court.
Mildred, that's
She
me and you,
doesn't allow
girl.
them to go be on like TikTok and all of those stuff. So
Mm.
if they ever found out some of the stuff she's over here watching, she said they will
Mhm.
take her to court to be removed from the house, from the household.
Yes, yes. I say this when I say this here, even close people to me have said to me, you got to be kidding me." And like I shared with you, you went behind the bar a while back. I was in an abusive relationship,
Hmm.
and I do not. I'm out. I'm been out of it for years. That was not my husband. It's not my husband. That's well, I could say it was my kid's father. No big deal. You can't hurt me with anything that I comfortably and could put out there. Yeah. And I could tell you, I could sit here today and tell you, I still love him. I'm not in love with him. I could do anything for him. I could even break bread with him because I moved on from that. And there was a time that we shared good things together. I mean, the four of I have five children. Four of my greatest blessings, we did that together. I don't hate him. I wish him the best, and I encourage him and his children. I mean, whatever, whatever. I don't hold on to people like that. They ain't worth. I'm tremendously blessed. I can't hold on to shit, girl.
Well,
I could hide something, and I wouldn't even know where it is the couple minutes from now. Much less carry around people baggage. I ain't got time for this.
well, here's where I'm different. I mean, you say you don't carry around stuff and whatever, and you can move on and talk to people. I just move on and not talk to you. That's better for me. It
Mm.
depends on the situation, though. But I'm
Girl, I be
capable
even
of just not
forgetting
being
that I
around
get.
you at all or dealing with you at all because it's
I'll be even
okay.
forgetting sometime that I'm upset. I'll get get thing with the kids, and I'd be like, do 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 do, and the next few more minutes I'm back and I'm cooking and I'm cleaning and I'm doing this and that for them, and then they'll come back and then I'll see them. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be mad at you. I can't, I can't keep it. And you see, like in the well, I know most black parents have that. See, like when your kids you somewhere and your kids is doing something wrong, and you look at them and you give them the eye for them, and that my when my mom does it, that could cut my soul. I'll see my kids doing something wrong. I look at them,
Oh,
they know to stop, but girl, I start laughing after I do it.
oh.
I don't have that look. I have the look, but I can't keep it for long.
I've
I
been the
laugh too much.
recipient
I have
of
too
those
much.
looks, girl.
Yeah, I have too much joy in my life to hold on to any type of. You can't. You know what? Food Junkie said it best. Undraggable.
I love me some food junkie. Food
Girl,
junkie does
let
not
me
care
tell you,
on
I
here.
got some gossip.
Food junkie is
I,
living his best life. He doesn't have time to care about some of the crazy stuff that are on here.
Carrie, I got
He
something. I got something.
what
So,
happened?
girl, I was being nosy, right? And I was watching Johnny Mac trying to go after Food Junkie, right, with words, right? And to me, I like Johnny Mac, but sometimes he talks so much, he don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? He tried with all the words and all whatever. Anywho, hi Johnny Mac. Listen, his grinder, or what's the other one name? What's the other
Which
app
one?
name?
I don't even know them. I don't
The
be using
the
those
dating
things.
app.
I don't know.
Girl,
Skip the games. What?
while he was so called Dragon Food Junkie, the same
Mm-hmm.
app that Jay Wilson had the jack or the grinder, it went off, girl. Uh, um, what's his name said? What's his name said? Sean Bradley said. Sean Bradley said, is that your app that went off? He was like, no, I didn't hear nothing. But girl, 2 seconds ago, it went off again. He was trying to go on Food Junkie to expose himself. Hello? You there?
I'm sorry. I had to go for my charger. I'm sorry. I had to go plug this thing in. So you're
Yeah,
saying
girl.
you're saying while he was giving his speech, his app went off.
Yes,
When it was in the
girl.
grinder. What
Yes,
was the
girl.
grinder?
And I didn't know what it was. But then his host put him on blast. Yes.
Child, it was that the sound.
I can't remember. I don't know if they both sung alike.
What? I can't even think
He
of the
was
name of
like,
the
he
other
said, is
one.
that your app? Girl, he was like, I didn't hear nothing. Then the app went off again. Bloop. I was like, oh, when reading people are wrong.
Defeated the whole purpose of his
Yes, girl.
message, right? Lord
I
have
was like, oh,
mercy.
nobody else picked that up. The dishes. I was hanging off the coconut tree and the mango tree.
Nobody in the chat heard it.
Yes, people heard it. I mean,
Were
they
they
said
laughing in the
stuff, but
chat
I mean, if
themselves?
the other, it was late night, and if the other people was not in the chat, they, if they don't communicate like that, they might not have, you know, spread the news. But yes, girl, I had a grinder or whatever went off, girl, and his host put him on blast.
Girl, that grinder, that ooh, I don't know. I don't know why the name of the other app that is always mentioned in here. I can't remember.
Mm.
I don't know. What's the name of the other one? God.
Skip the games.
There's another one that they always mention. That just goes to show how much I don't know nothing about these dating apps because I don't be
Grinder,
using them, or I
girl, I
just
don't know
don't
them
pay
either.
attention when they're being
But it's
advertised
that
or
app.
whatever. Damn,
Is,
Johnny.
yeah.
Johnny.
But
Johnny
girl, I
was being a
gotta
good
go. I
boy,
don't drop the
Johnny.
news, and I got to go.
Johnny
Take
was
care.
being a when was this?
It was on Sean Bradley's channel
Oh, I think I
last
know
week.
when.
Yes.
I think I know when because there
Mm,
Mildred got it jacked. Was it?
mhm,
Jacked is another one we've heard on here.
mhm.
Jacked is another.
Anyway, bye.
Oh, you gotta go. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Okay.
coming up. I appreciate you, girl. V had to go. But it's never. Oh no, my mic is low. Hold, let me turn this thing up because I had it turned down. Is it still low? At one point, I was away from it when I was trying to get my stuff plugged in. Let me know if it is still low. I don't know if V was hearing me clearly. Oh no, I turned my microphone up, but this right here. Oops, hold on, hold on. You had to have an ad for this. Hold on. This right here, the famous grinder. The famous grinder sound. Grinder has been making an appearance on here. Oh, oh, oh. Grinder, you've been making a lot of appearances out here. You've been getting people into shit. Oh, and now I'm thinking about Duchess's song, Grinder, Grinder, Grinder. Oh Lord, Grinder. Child. It is interesting the people who send messages out here and they need to take care of their own shit. Well, according to no wonder Food Junkie is undraggable. Okay. Mildred, this sound here has been getting people into trouble. Okay. It's been getting them into trouble. Okay. 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 Why do I crap my own self up? Oh Lord, let me stop. Mm-mm. Thank you, V, for coming up. I appreciate you, girl. V had to go, but that was funny though. Grinder always makes an appearance on here. That Grinder app. It's known to put a few people over here in problems. Okay. It's known to make a few people get off of YouTube for a while. It's known to make some people let me stop. Let me stop. Stop. Oh my god. Okay, well, like I was saying, the title of my live is Why Are So Many Crazy People on This App Acting Like Their Behavior is Normal? Or maybe I should say they think their behavior is normal. Why do they think their behavior is normal? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are experiencing a lot of people have some mental issues, and I don't think they know. I don't think they know. Who's going to tell them? Somebody needs to, because it has been a distraction for a lot of people on here. Some people are not as productive as they need to be on their jobs because they're so distracted, whether it's their jobs or at school, because they are so distracted, whether it means they got to post every minute, they got to make sure that they do regular content, they got to make sure they're seen and heard, they got to make sure they insert themselves into stuff that has nothing to do with them, absolutely nothing to do with them. But they're so driven by likes, they're so driven by, people responding to them and stuff. They don't understand that you need to have your spare moments for engaging with your real life friends and family and stuff. Do some self reflection, for crying out loud. Why do you think you are so obsessed with this app right here? Why do you think you need to engage in risky behavior for people to like you, to be so called on top of the beef sector, the same sector that you claim that you're better than? Why do you think you need to um, cyberbully people? Why do you think you need to post embarrassing material or try to embarrass people on here? Why do you care so much about what people think about you? You see what I'm saying? Why are some of you depriving yourself of sleep because of this app? And when you deprive yourself of sleep, you sometimes come on here and do some really shitty stuff to people. You hear me? Why do you do that? Why? You know what I need to also remind you guys? This light, you got to be careful about, sleeping with your phones too close to you, because the blue light, the light from your phones, it really, really, you may not know, go do your reading if you feel like. The light from your phone, from those devices that you're using, whether it's your tablet or whatever, your phones, they can really have a sleep, they can really disrupt, not only disrupt your sleep because of the light, and it affects your sleeping habits and stuff. you know this whole need to always be seeing what's going on and having that phone too close to you, it can eventually, in the long term, guys, it does impact on your mental health. When you got time, go read up, read it for yourself. It really does have serious impacts on your mental health. I'm not lying. Go Google that shit. Go Google that shit. Go and Google that shit. Be careful about having those phones and sleeping with those phones and the light from the phones while you sleep. Be careful about that shit. Okay. These people on here are so caught up, they make YouTube a part of their whole life that they don't have time to take care of themselves. They do not. And in the case of some people on here, they'll take care of a week before they take care of their own hair. And you see that kitchen they have there, those roly poly olies at the back of their head, the non-existent hairline and all of that shit. But they'll take care of a wig though. Oh, you know what? I should probably start selling castor oil on here. I'm telling you guys, it works. I just want to reach out and help some people because I got castor oil and I use it in my hair sometimes. I just want to reach out and help people sometimes who come on here acting like they're this and a bag of chips, and their hairline starts in the middle of their head, or they wear wigs or braids so much they don't have a fucking hairline or anything going on the back of their heads. You see all those roly poly olies and stuff behind there, but they're bad bitches though. Okay, okay, girl. And they will be the one to be putting their hair back a lot when they have those wigs on. They feel so confident in those wigs. They'll keep touching their hair and stuff because they feel so confident in them. Not saying you shouldn't. Take care of your own hair also. Put the same energy in your own hair that grows out of your fucking scalp. How about that? How about that? Okay. And Rochelle does sell hair growth oils. There goes Rochelle. Type her name in, find her channel. She could help you. Okay. Help your hair. Rochelle is there. Okay. Anyways, though, for real though, do not substitute YouTube for your real life. You hear me? If you're lonely, if you're bored, if you need friends, you know, you can actually, it may be convenient for you to come on here and, be entertained and stuff, but when you forget to live, in the real world, and take care of business, take care of stuff around the house, clean, cook, prepare an actual meal for yourself or your children, or go out and see, go out sometimes, go out. There are more effective ways to satisfy that craving, that craving of talking to people and stuff. Go outside, go outside. Me saying go outside, I'm remembering Rob Rock saying, I'm outside. When he was drunk that night that he got arrested, he went out, I'm outside. I'm outside. He's is he outside now though? Mm, I digressed again. Let me come back. Let me come back. I got a question. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Um, when VS came back, do you observe that she was trying to, what she did, go around in the beef sector, target. Do I want to use the word target? Addressed. Let me use the word addressed. Addressed a few people on here, in the sector. Some didn't pay her any mind. Some didn't fall for it. Some people just didn't care. Some let it be known that they don't want to go back and forth. It is what it is. She did light a few fires. That's fine. All good. But do you think because some of the beef sector people were not paying her much attention and stuff, that is the reason why she started to go to the other sectors? Or do you think she's just networking? What do you think? Do you think it's because a lot of people decided that they're not going with, you know, what she was given? They weren't feeling it. They didn't pay the attention that she thought she would have gotten. Do you think that's the reason why she went to the other sectors? I was thinking about it today. I don't know. You could let me know because I'm not around a lot. Because some of the people who she watches or stuff, I don't know them that well and stuff. Some people are at the point that they're saying she's not beef sector anymore. They're saying she's not beef sector anymore because she's over there with the other sectors and stuff. But drama is gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Let me know what you think. What is her reason? What are her motives for, going out and going to those other sectors? Because when she did came, she was saying it's time to take back the beef sector. Why do we have all of these faceless people from other sectors coming over here? I remember her saying that when she just came back. So what happened now? What's the difference now? What is it? Is it networking, or is it that, the beef sector wasn't really feeling you like that? I don't know. I'm just asking questions because I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, we got one answer. Trying to fit in. Oh, you say maybe she's trying to fit in, feeling real round, or maybe she's trying to feel the temperature in the sectors. Okay. Okay. I don't know some of the names of the people, and I can't get into it, to figure out what's going on. I know a few people that I watch, but nah. Mildred says the only one who made a smart move was Blessed. She didn't entertain her when she came back. I miss her morning lives. I used to listen to her every morning. I think eventually Blessed will come back and do her morning lives. We always knew we had Blessed in the mornings, and then after that, we'd go by Lady Nika. Well, I'm hoping she starts her lives again, probably soon, Hopefully she does go back to doing her morning lives. I enjoy them, her coffee and coffee break. What's he call it again? Her Oh, and then we got the morning brew. Okay. So I hope she comes back soon with her, doing her lives. But she did not even entertain it or go back and forth with her. So maybe, if you notice, a lot of fires were lit when VS came back. Okay. Let me see. Tell him mentally. Who Peach Fuzz? Who will conform? Who? I don't know. Maybe you're a little bit behind in the chat. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I'm surprised. I got 48 people in here. Am I speaking English, guys? I just want to know because you know what they say. You do know what they say. Are you understanding me? Because I needed English class.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
Yeah, I had to ask a question real quick because, I heard that I don't speak English. So I'm surprised I got a few people watching. So I'm like, are you guys hearing me? Because if not, I have a whole foundation out there that was made to help Carrie speak English. Okay.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
I just figured out what you were saying, Peach Fuzz, because I was like, Peach is behind in the chat, but now I realize what you were speaking about. It was this message all the way that I missed, because sometimes I'm looking away from the computer. Oh, so she says her husband doesn't allow the phones near our bed. I agree with that one. Once his phone messages thing went, once a notification went off, and he jumped up pissed. He thought it was mine, yelling, "Who the hell is messaging you, girl?" I missed some of the comments. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see those up top. There we go. We got a few of those disorders over here, Rochelle, and it's masked over here as being better than or as top content creators and all of that stuff. But they know they got issues. They know they do. They know they do. They know they do. Right. Mildred said when he got up yelling, she said, "I said it's your phone." Since then, no phones in during sleep hours. I agree. I advise even like people that I know. I know that you may want to have your phone around you, if in case of emergencies and so on. But try this. Put your phones at the top of your refrigerator and go to bed. You'll see how you'll enjoy your sleep at nights. Put it in another room if you can. Put it somewhere that you're going to have to put effort into getting it, and you'll see how you'll stay in bed and have more hours of sleep, because some people really do stay on here too long. They really do, and they cannot drag themselves away from the screen. They can't drag themselves away from the device. Okay. Peach Fuzz says she used to listen to Blessed every morning, while getting dressed for work. So, right. And when she says, "Toodaloo," yeah, we miss Bless coming on, but I guess she'll come back when she feels like. And of course, I got the impression before, she even stopped, that she wasn't really feeling it on here anymore. And she, as a matter of fact, I remember there was a new baby also, and she was busy and stuff. Blessed is busy out there living life. Okay. Blessed is out there with family and stuff. If you notice, she goes out to eat. She'll probably give you a short here and there, but she's enjoying life. Okay. Blessed is good. But I noticed some people didn't answer my question that I asked in the beginning. Do you think it's because some of the content creators over here did not, fall for what VS came with? Do you think that's the reason why she went to other sectors? Because remember, she was one of the ones who was asking, where are these people and why are they letting them in the beef sector and stuff? But now she's cool doing it. So what do you think was the reason for the change of heart, for the change, for her changing, and being cool and going to those other sectors? And is it networking, or is it because the beef sector wasn't going for some of the stuff she was pulling? Like the whole reminiscing things and bringing up stuff from 3-4 years ago, and you know all of that shit. What do you think? Or what do you think? Okay, Rico. Cole's World says, I was strolling through the streets. Did you see? Yeah, I spoke about it earlier on, Cole's World, that there was something going on. He did a 10-minute live for you guys who are just coming in. Jay Wilson did a 10-minute live, or about that, I think. And he said he called Tracy because there was some stuff happening. So apparently, I don't know. I don't want to say his life is in danger. I don't want to put words out there, but something is happening offline. Something is happening, and he's saying that some people have been reaching out, and apparently it's not necessarily from the beef sector. So there's something happening. He hasn't given all the info out, but he did say he called Tracy to get some information, and apparently she helped. So You know what I'm saying? Apparently, they're, I don't know if I should say, are there friends on YouTube? No, not friends. But, I guess if he needed, that type of help, I guess. I guess. But hopefully, because I don't got nothing against him. Hopefully he's safe. To be quite honest, I'm hoping that people don't take stuff off YouTube to the point that they want to cause harm on other people's for their views and opinions and their drags and their jokes and stuff. I don't know why people are so sensitive. Go out, go outdoors, go join a freaking fitness club, go exercise. Stop being socially awkward on here. If you got problems and you're insecure about yourself and the only way you can feel good like you're doing something is to come on here, something is wrong with you. God, practice mindfulness for crying out loud. Ugh, live in the present moment. God, go out and volunteer. God, ugh, ugh, ugh. I'm just saying, golly. Let me see. Cole says, oh, I'm getting answers from my previous question. Hold on. Mildred says, hold on. Oh, I missed a few. Let me see. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. The comment moved. Okay, here we go. People were hold on. Oh, people were talking back and she really had nothing on them. But old shit. She knew they know how she gets down, so she had to move on, right? So you feel like a lot of people know like her strategy and stuff, and they knew what she was trying to do, and they were not biting it, they were not touching that bait. I guess they know what comes with her, so they didn't even they were nah, so they decided not to even take that up, right? Mildred says, I think the beef sector just left the past in the past. No one wanted to relive 3 years ago. They moved on. Hey, Poison Ivy, good morning or good night, wherever you are in the world, because I know. Okay. Right. I think, is it afternoon for you over there? I don't know. Cole's World says, the thing is, he doesn't do nearly as much as most of these CCs. And right, he does his commentary, he makes his jokes around, he can he can I'm laughing because I always remember Deanna dragging him. I'm sorry. It's hilarious over there. Okay. But anyway, he doesn't do that much. Oh no, I'm sorry. He did put out something. Let me take that part back. But whatever he does on here, why do people think they need to try to cause harm on him? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to reach a point that you would want to harm him for his commentary and stuff. He does do some stuff. He's not an angel though. Let me put that part out. He's not an angel, but his commentary is funny sometimes. Even though sometimes when he puts his panel open and drops his link, he doesn't allow people to speak. He speaks over them all the time. No, I always say that they don't get a chance to talk a lot because he cuts them off all the time. They never finish a sentence. But anyways, why try to harm the guy? For real though. Cuss him out if you need to or whatever, but why try to get into his personal life? You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying that while I'm also acknowledging that he has done some stuff to get in people's, like, show people's place and pictures of where people live or used to live, people's feet and all of that stuff. So he does do stuff too, but at the end of the day, why do you need to try to get off of the internet to try to hurt him? That's the thing. We don't need to take stuff that far. We do not need to take stuff that far. For real, for real. We do not need to take stuff that far. Poison Ivy says that is why Pixie and Tracy just let us know their beefs are fake. Somebody else said that too, Poison Ivy. They're like, listen, they don't have no real beef because how is it that he's able to call her? Like, they're planning a vacation and stuff. Was it to hide the vacation and whatever? I don't know. But I guess he must have really needed that info to make that call, you know? Let me know if I'm speaking clear enough English, guys. Let me stop. Coleswell says they said he was in a panic, like his life was in danger. But yes, I agree. He's definitely not innocent. Right. He's not innocent at all, by no means. But at the same time, why take stuff off YouTube? If you're upset with somebody based on what you went to their channel and you heard them saying, go on over by your channel and say something. Why do you need to get off of here unless it is something that is putting you in real harm, in harm's way, and you gotta, contact somebody? Then you do that. But why do you think you need? I don't know. I guess we'll get more news about what happened because his videos sometimes are taken down. We don't see his channel, or we don't see no content or material on his channel of late. He's in and out and whatever. I don't know. So I'm hoping, things are okay with him. I don't got nothing against, well, nobody actually on here, to be quite honest. Yeah, I got a few people I don't like, but, or I should say, I don't like their behavior. Let me put it that way. But I don't necessarily hate them. Uh, For those who don't know, go and watch the pastor's last video that he did, last live he did for 10 minutes or thereabout, and you'll get the gist of what's going on. Something is going on, but he's not giving the whole, he's not letting us know what's going on. But I think somebody got close enough to him. That is what I think happened. I think somebody got close enough to him, and he's taking the steps he needs to, protect himself. Because he, if you notice, he even said something, and the dog is here, and I'm like, okay, you know. So I kind of see, I kind of read between the lines right there. But look at Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy says maybe someone visited his house. It must be an intrusion in his empty home. Poison Ivy or something else. Let me see what this one says. I think it could be someone who, sorry, I think it would be someone he knows, I think you mean. Or, oh, sorry, someone no one knows. Okay, got it. I got it. A total stranger in his area, possibly. Could be Mildred, but there is something definitely going on. Cole's World, I expected it. Do you think she was gonna come back on here and everything was gonna be peaches and cream and unicorns and butterflies? There was something bound to happen. There was something bound to happen. Trust and believe. There was something bound to happen. What else would be the content? You think I knew the moment she came that everything would not be smooth sailing. Okay. Trust and believe. It'll only take a matter of time after the getting to know you process is over, and whatever it, because that's where the beef is gonna come in, and that's when the back and forth is gonna come in, and that's when the drama is gonna happen, and then there comes content. Okay, networking is one thing, but going to get info to store to use later on, and all of that shit, and exposing and all of that shit, those things are gonna come. Mildred says, I don't think he should have mentioned Tracy's name, though, possibly putting her in danger as well. He talks too much. Ooh, oh, oh. You know what? It's probably a good thing that he mentioned her name because, if he had just came on to say, oh, this is what happened and I made some calls and this, who knows? She would have mentioned it, if she got upset with him or something one day, or so at least he put it out there that he called her, because she may be the one to say it, or talk about what they said, so at least he put it out there, I think. Right. Oh, there we go, the message is right there. There we go, I just saw that one. There you go. Because if he didn't, she would. Yep. You know what, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Lady Snoop today and I heard somebody mention that. And then when I went over there to look, I could not stay because based on what I was doing at the moment, I couldn't stay to watch the live. It's not easy, picking coconuts and watching stuff on here. Picking right. So I did hear her mention something about her either fostering children or working at a school or something. I don't remember. And she made the call. And like to be quite honest, not only because I was busy doing stuff, I can't get into the FBI calling for YouTube shit. So I didn't really stay to listen. Trust and believe. I couldn't. I don't know what happened. Does anybody know what happened? Why she decided to do it? I don't know. What would be the reason for it? So I didn't stay to like listen, and I couldn't anyway because I was busy. But does anybody know what caused her to do it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. And like I said one morning when I came on here live, I said this before. I'll say it again. We cannot stop people from doing what they do. You know why? We can talk about it, but guess what? It will never stop. We came here in this beef sector seeing and hearing people calling the FBI, calling people's jobs, calling CPS, calling the police. We, as the subscribers, will say, don't do this. We don't think you should do that, you know? But guess what? The content creators still continue to do it. And it's been years of this. We're in 2023 right now. Do you really think that they're ever going to stop? They won't. They will not. And I've come to accept that. Not saying I condone it, but I've come to the conclusion that we cannot change their mindset. Doesn't matter how we support them and we try to tell them that, this ain't right. Once a person's mind is made up and this is how they think, we can't change it. No matter if we beg, beseech, or try to show them the right way, it won't happen. And we came here seeing them do it. You know what? Leave them alone. Let them keep doing it. They're not going to listen to you anyway. So just stay in the clouds if you need to and watch and be entertained, or click off and don't watch if it makes you upset. But I am not about that type of stuff. I just take it a thing for a thing and say, you know what, at the bottom of the YouTube, see where we're at, call the beef sector. These are some of the things they do, you know. Unfortunately, it happens in other sectors too, more established sectors. I've heard of it being done even in the mommy sector. I've heard about it being done in the makeup and, all of that type of stuff where people get upset about other people. So they do it. They do it. And there's nothing we can do. I can't tell people how to fight. I know some people lose their morals, some people don't have integrity, and we cannot help them. It's going to continue. How many years have we been over here seeing this thing happen? And they don't have no intention of stopping. They have no intention of stopping. And it's quite unfortunate. People are using words on YouTube, and because of words that you cannot deal with, you're going to include judge, lawyer, police, CPS, this, that, and it. Come on. They're just words. Go back on your live and use words to respond. Sometimes for some people, it's an acknowledgement of failure or of defeat when they stoop to that level. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it right there. For some people, they are acknowledging defeat, and they said, "Okay, I'm gonna do this," because they're acknowledging. They are acknowledging that whatever somebody said to them, it hit them to the core and they cannot handle it. And they try to find another way to hurt them, and they'll go as low as they can. And some people you just can't help them. Mildred says that's when I don't type in the chat. When they pull them chat logs up, you won't see Mildred's name. Right, Mildred? When some of these stuff happens, Mildred says, she'll watch from the clouds. She's not gonna be a part of it. So when those chats are pulled up and stuff, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. Mildred says, I just sit there and watch. They call. I watch and listen. Right. It's just entertainment, right? Cole's World said she said they found out that Lady Snoop worked at a daycare. Something was said about Lady Snoop fostering children, and Lady Snoop says she's in a gang. So VS was like, she is a gangbanger fostering kids and called. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. So I guess we got another thing brewing up here. Lord have mercy. But saying you're in a gang doesn't necessarily mean is there evidence to prove that she's in a gang? That's the thing. Can her job prove she's in a gang? Can anybody prove she's in a gang, even if she said she was? I can tell you right now that I am in law school. Do you believe me? Is there any proof that you got here? You know, like I told you guys, I'm an astronaut. I got three jobs. I'm an astronaut, I'm a teacher, I am a coconut farmer. I am now going to start law school too, I think. So I got a lot going. I can't even say this shit with a straight face. I got a lot going on. What's the proof that I'm any of those things I said I was? You see, those were words that came out. So, you know, even if Lady Snoop says she's a part of a gang, is there any evidence to prove? Is there any evidence to prove that I own a coconut farm? That, you know, I've been to space as an astronaut, that I'm out here teaching people's kids as a teacher? Is there any evidence to say that I'm in law school? I got a lot of hats somewhere. But the one I'm most proud about is me being a coconut farmer. I'm most proud of that one, for real, for real. It's hard work, right? It is hard work, but it's an honest living. Let me pause and give you a few coconuts. Hold on. You get a coconut. You get a coconut. You get a coconut. And you get a coconut. Everybody gets a coconut. Pick one. Do you want from that tree? Do you want from this tree? Or do you want from this tree? Let me know. Okay, let me know. It ain't easy going up in those trees to get those coconuts. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. It's an honest living. The coconuts don't talk back. They can bust you upside the head though. And I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it, to be honest. I am. I am okay with it. I don't feel bad. Yeah, she's a coconut farmer. Yeah. Right, right. And what? Okay, and what? Am I supposed to feel bad? Fifi says, I remember when the FBI showed up at Lady Snoop's home. What a waste of resources. It is a waste of resources. All for YouTube. Come on. All for YouTube. These people got stuff to do. They got people to investigate. They got stuff to do. The police have real criminals that they need to go find. I don't like black on black crime. I don't like it. Not saying that crime is something for people to commit, but come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. I'm telling you. There are other sectors that are way worse than here. You hear me? With all those pull-ups, with I've seen one with what they call that device at people's homes and stuff. Girl, trust and believe it's a lot going on out there. Okay. It's a lot going on out there. Just ensure that you keep yourself safe, guys. That's it. And then you'll wonder why people don't come on here showing their faces. Okay. And you can't bully anyone into showing their faces. How dare you? You made your choice to come on here online and show yourself. You can't make anybody show themselves if they don't want to. And then so what if you see how we look? What else after that? Nothing else happens. What else? You think I'm going to have you mess my coconut business up. Come on. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anywho, I think that's that for now. I think I'm done for the what's it morning right now. I gotta I got coconuts to pick tomorrow. Doorbell camera. Not they got what's that thing? I'm looking at. I know what it is, but I can't. I don't know. Drones. There we go. They got drones at people's houses and stuff. It's a lot going on, girl. It's a lot. Girl, it's a lot. Fifi, you came when I'm looking to leave, but I appreciate you coming here. Um, I gotta go. I was only saying what I saw and saying that there's some people on here who are really and truly using social media to do vile things to others, and they need to take a break and deal with their mental health. You hear me? You hear me? Take a break. And some of these people, when they take break, do you know they're behind the scenes trying to figure out how what they can do to hurt people when they return? That's all they do. Mm-mm. No. This app is supposed to be for you to, enjoy yourself, entertain yourself, or, get information or whatever. But some people just don't know how to keep their feelings in check. Some people just don't know that it's okay for people to do commentary on you. It's okay. It's okay for people to have their own opinions. They may not align with you. It's okay. Being in this sector doesn't mean that you have to always be having some disagreement with somebody. And because it's called the beef sector, everybody should be beefing. Nah, that's not it. It is not it. That is not it. Deal with your disorders and stop coming on here and projecting your issues on other people. Deal with that. Be present around, you know, go do real life stuff. Go reassess your life. You see what I'm saying? And of course, remember some people. Oh, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. I have spoken enough. That's it, and that's all. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health. That's it. That's all. Yes, Peach Fuzz. Have a happy Friday, girl. I gotta go now. I'll be on here later on. Fifi, thank you for passing through. I appreciate you all for passing through. Thank you, Ken, for coming and hitting the link. Thank you, Dee, for coming up and hitting the link. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for typing in the chat. Thank you guys, those who support from up in the clouds. Thank you for those who hit the like button or the subscribe button. I appreciate you also. Go ahead and hit that button. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. That's the only thing I ask for on here is for you to hit the like button or to subscribe if you feel like. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful Friday and do something good today. Be nice to somebody today. Okay. Stop having unrealistic expectations and live life in the get out of virtual life for the virtual world for a minute and go live, have real life experiences out there. Okay. Stop cyber bullying people. Okay. You hear me? Stop cyber bullying people. Okay. Stop cyberbullying people and do not put your self-image if issues on people, because some of you do have those issues. Okay. Stop cyberbullying people. And one moment let me not say shit. I think that's it for tonight. That's it. Have a wonderful Friday, guys. And again, like I said before, um, please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please remember to be good to someone. Okay. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you again, V, for clicking the link. Thank you again, Ken, for clicking the link. That's it. That's all. I've done enough. And I am out. Have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all. Oh, and go over there and watch Ronnie Q's live that she did today. Okay. Bye.